Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Maul, back with another episode, another installment, Maul Talk Network, episode 5. Shout out to everybody that's been subscribing, everybody that's been liking and supporting. Appreciate you guys. I just got off work, man. I'm hella tired, but gotta knock this video out. Got a quick one today. I'm not gonna waste too much time. We're gonna break down the Dwayne Haskins situation. It's super unfortunate. Me personally, I'm very saddened to hear the things that have been transpiring with this young man. He's made a lot of boneheaded mistakes, but everything wasn't in his favor. Everything wasn't working out in his best interest as well. So I'm gonna break it down for you guys, give y'all my opinion, but first, let's give the full timeline on everything that's happened with Dwayne Haskins, because I think a lot of people are skipping some steps on what happened. So let's get a full breakdown on the timeline. April 15th, Dwayne Haskins was drafted by the Washington football team, number 15 overall out of Ohio State. He just threw 50 touchdowns that season. A lot of people were upset with the Giants taking Daniel Jones before him. They thought Dwayne Haskins was the better quarterback coming out of the draft. August 25th, 2019, he's in a quarterback competition with Case Keenum, and he ends up losing it to Case Keenum. He had a bad attitude about it. He was pouting. People saw that he was visually upset with the fact that he wasn't handed the starting job. September 29th, Case Keenum gets hurt week 4. They throw Haskins in there. He doesn't do too well. He goes 9 for 17, 107 yards, 3 interceptions. Not really hot, not really good as far as his performance. Keenum gets hurt again, and they throw Haskins into the lineup. After the injury problems with Keenum, he's named the starter. He picks up his first career win against the Lions. Did a pretty good job in that game. He was criticized for taking selfies with fans before the game was over. As the 2019 season is dwindling down, he plays 2 more games against the Giants and the Eagles, and he looks really good. He was getting more comfortable with the team. He was looking a lot more comfortable with himself, going through his progressions very, my bad, y'all. He goes through his progressions a lot better in those last 2 games. So going into the next season, it's looking like the job is going to be his. December 31st, 2019, Ron Rivera is named the head coach of the Washington football team. He wasn't high on Haskins, but he said he would give him every opportunity to start and earn the starting position. And that exactly happened. He was named the starter. He started off the season with a win against the Eagles. Didn't have spectacular numbers, only threw for 178 yards, but he got the win and he was looking a lot more confident. So I think that was boding well for him. 2 weeks pass, they play the Browns, and he has a horrible game. Throws 3 interceptions, a lot of incompletions, wasn't looking good. So lack of consistency is starting to become an issue with him at this point. Following that performance against the Browns, he was benched for Kyle Allen and named the third string quarterback behind Alex Smith, who was injured at the time. The Washington Post came out later that week and reported that his poor work ethic, and practice habits led to him being benched. 5 days later, there's rumors spreading around in the NFL that he's going to be traded before the deadline of the season with the way that he's been looking. Reportedly, no team showed interest, and Rivera said him benching Dwayne Haskins was not a sign of him giving up on Haskins. Now, this is one of his off-the-field issues that he's had. He had a family friend or a friend of his that he tried to sneak into the team hotel, and he was fined for that. This happened October 23rd. With Alex Smith not able to return in week 14, Dwayne Haskins is named the starter again, and he ends up getting the win. That following week, pictures were posted all over Twitter showing Haskins in the strip club with no mask on in the middle of the pandemic. This was his second offense this season so far as COVID goes. December 27th, he's stripped of his title as the captain of the team and also fined $40,000 by the team. He had talks with teammates and Rivera individually and told him that he would do whatever he needs to do to earn back their trust. With Alex Smith still not fully healthy, Haskins gets another chance. He gets another start, and he lands flat on his face. He throws 3 interceptions against the Panthers, and he's benched in the middle of the game for Taylor Heinicke. I don't even know who Taylor Heinicke is. Haskins comes out later and says that was the hardest week of his life. And now, December 28th, Haskins is released by the Washington football team. He was released less than 2 years after being drafted number 15 overall. This is a very big fall from grace. It's not a good look for him. It's hard for me to feel bad for him completely, because at the end of the day, he had to go out there and perform, and he did not. And then with the 2 COVID violations, that didn't help his case at all. It's one thing when you're immature and your skill level is there, but your production isn't. They can work with that. People mature, people get better at the game. But knuckleheadness, stubbornness, bad attitude, bad decisions, selling people a dream, constantly saying the right things but not actually producing on the field or producing in your actions off the field. In this case with him, it all played against him. He has all the talent in the world, but teams aren't going to put up with you if you're not producing, and on top of it, you're a headache. A team will put up with you if you're a headache and producing, but he's not producing and he's a headache. So that's a mix of oil and water. It's just not going to happen, and you see the significance of what he's been doing. He was released before a play-in game into the playoffs against the Panthers this coming Sunday. That speaks volumes. Sure, he already has, but he got to take a nice hard look in that mirror, man, and find out who he is. I don't think it's over for the kid. He has plenty of time to get his life together and get his game back on track. It's not like a situation with Jamarcus Russell. I've seen a lot of comparisons with that. Jamarcus Russell had a horrible attitude, wasn't likable at all. Reports have come out that Dwayne Haskins is very likable. He's just not doing what he's supposed to do, and he's just immature. It's just an immature thing. It's an immaturity issue. That's what's going on here. I wish him nothing but the best. I'm sure a team will take a chance on him. I don't know if it's going to be in the immediate future. It may be like next season, I hope. But it's not over for Dwayne Haskins. I wish him nothing but the best. So let's see how it goes for him, man. Washington football team, anyway, they're not even a well-ran franchise. I mean, the whole thing was based on Daniel Snyder's son went to school with Dwayne Haskins, and that's why he was drafted. In his defense, Dwayne Haskins never had a real shot at really winning the trust of that team. The coach before Ron Rivera didn't want him, and Ron Rivera didn't want him either. It's hard to succeed when you have two guys who didn't even want you on the squad. Not making excuses for him. He could have helped out his situation a lot better, not being silly, going out to the club with no mask on and trying to sneak in friends into the hotel. Like I said, he's young. He's lived in Washington his whole life, since high school. It's a tough situation, man. A lot of people have been really riding this kid. I hope that he has his close friends and his family by him to keep him consoled and have his back, because I know this is a very tough time. There's a lot of nasty fans out there that are saying a lot of nasty stuff. If you're, let me put this out here real quick. If you're a fan and you're wishing death upon a player because of a game, you need to go look in the mirror and reevaluate yourself, because you're really the piece of shit here. It ain't him, it's you. People out here throwing death threats around, saying how he's a waste of life, even racist slurs about how, he's gonna blame how he didn't have a dad in his life. I mean, just nasty stuff, man. Like, at the end of the day, this is football. It's a game. It's a game, man. People need to stop taking it so seriously and get back to their own lives. That's all I got on this, man. It's me, your boy Maul Talk Network. Appreciate everybody that's subscribing, everybody that's been liking the video. Y'all know how that go. Hit the like button, hit the share button, all that good stuff. Episode number 5 in the books. Episode 6 coming soon. Catch y'all on the next one. Deuce. I'm out.